If you've ever wanted to scan directly into Adobe Photoshop but have run into headaches with Twain drivers or compatibility, today's tutorial is going to clear things up for you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to connect your scanner, whether you're on a newer or older version of Photoshop, 32-bit or 64-bit, and you'll have a couple of reliable workarounds up your sleeve just in case. Let's jump right in and get your workflow humming. All right, let's start with newer versions of Photoshop. First things first. Make sure your scanner's hardware and software are properly installed. That means your scanner is plugged in, the power is on, and you've downloaded and installed the latest drivers from the manufacturer's website. Sometimes these drivers come as a big installer package, and sometimes you need to grab them separately. Don't skip this step. Your computer needs to recognize the scanner in order for Photoshop to find it. After setup, it's best to restart your computer. This clears out any little software hiccups and makes sure everything is talking to each other properly. Once you're back up and running, launch Photoshop and head to File, then Import, then Images from Device. This feature is designed to help Photoshop communicate directly with a wide range of devices, including scanners. You'll see a dialog window pop up listing all available imaging devices connected to your PC. Select your scanner from the list. If nothing shows up here, double-check your connections. Sometimes USB cables can be sneaky. At this point, you're going to load your original, whether it's a photo, artwork, or important document, onto the scanner bed. Make sure it's positioned just how you want it. Now, click Scan or Get Pictures in the Photoshop dialog box. The scanning process might take a minute, especially at higher resolutions, so don't worry if it seems slow. Once it's done, your scan appears right inside Photoshop as a new image, ready for editing. That's the primary, straightforward method for most up-to-date setups. If you're running into trouble or working with older Photoshop versions, let's talk about the Twain plugin situation. Twain is a protocol Photoshop has used for years to talk with scanners, but it can be finicky, especially on newer computers. Your first step is to download the correct Twain plugin, either from Adobe's official site or directly from your scanner manufacturer. Once you've got it, you'll need to install it into Photoshop's Plugins folder. Depending on your system, you might need to run Photoshop in 32-bit mode. And here's how. Find the Photoshop application. On Windows, this will be the .exe file. On Mac, it's the app icon. Right-click and go to Properties or Get Info. Look for the option called Open in 32-bit mode and check that box. Some scanner software just won't work in 64-bit environments, so this is an essential tweak if you're hitting a wall. After those changes, restart Photoshop. Now you should find a menu option under File, Import, Twain. That should allow your direct scanning to function as expected. But let's be realistic. Not every system will cooperate, and sometimes direct import still doesn't work because of funky drivers or unsupported software. In that case, the best workaround is to scan your image using your scanner's own application. Every reputable scanner comes with a standalone app. Epson Scan, Canon IJ Scan Utility, HP Scan, you name it. Use that software to scan your image, saving it as a TIFF, JPEG, or another common file format. After you've got a clean file saved, hop back over to Photoshop and open it like you would any normal image. If you're working on a multi-layer project, you can always drag it in as a new layer, giving you full editing flexibility. This method is considered safe mode. It sidesteps any driver issues and still gets your scan exactly where you want it. That's it. By now, you should have a foolproof strategy for getting scans into Adobe Photoshop no matter your software setup. If you found this walkthrough helpful, be sure to hit that like button and let me know in the comments if you have any questions or need help with a specific scanner model. Don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials like this. I'm here to help you get the most out of your creative tools. Thanks for watching and see you next time.